Greetings from the road. This is my first live video, so bear with me. I'm at Worldwide Auctions. We're located in let's try that. Maybe that's better. Greetings from the road. It's Saturday, about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm at Worldwide Auctions. I'm located across the parking lot from Early Ford V8 Foundation Museum in Auburn, Indiana. This is a live auction that's going to take place starting at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. These are the cars that are in the auction. So unless you have a permit or a registered bidder number, you really can't see what I'm showing you right now. So you're with me now as I tour what's for sale. We got some smalls there. We'll get into the vehicles. This looks like a Model A. All these cars are going across the block today. So we got a Model A here. Not really sure what we have here. Looks like a Rolls. What a beautiful car. Got a Mercedes here. Got an Isetta. They're going to start in about 10 minutes away. There's a hot rod here.
Which sec we can't be on film.
This car is interesting here. This looks like a Jaguar, but it's not. This is a BMW 57 502 sedan. This is offered without reserve. This is lot 15. This could be the sleeper of the auction. I've heard about this car. It's got a larger, more powerful engine that wasn't standard at the time. Isn't that a beautiful car? So they're going through and they're detailing the cars, doing the final polish on them here. Starting them up. Let's take a look at this one here. This is lot 13, 49 Buick Roadmaster wagon. Isn't that beautiful? So what's nice is you have a mix here. You have like affordable cars for most of us, Model A's. Then you've got exotics. Here's a nice teardrop camper. It's a kit teardrop. This is lot 5. For you goat fans, got a beautiful convertible GTO here. Lot 21. 64 convertible. Isn't that pretty? Red with a cream interior. This looks like an International to me, but what do I know? It's a Studebaker, lot 25. 47 Studi wagon. Beautiful Ford here. I was here yesterday with Ron Stauffer. He's restored a few of these. Got a nice Chevy truck here. Trucks have a strong representation. Again, we're probably less than an hour away.
No, somebody might be. I said, I got to talk to Steve, see if it's actually Good running car.
Beautiful 37 Packard Business Coupe, lot 17. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful car. Again, go to Worldwide Auctioneers. You're looking at this live, Auburn, Indiana. They did one of the few live auctions last year. So it's a good company. I've met the two principal owners, both a couple of nice guys. We got a combo pack here. 48 Packard, 8 with a teardrop trailer, lot 22. So you got a trailer with this too. Isn't that nice? It's got a similar wood grain finish. I've never really seen that on a teardrop before. It carries through, same pattern. Kind of cool. Kind of cool looking. And that's not the only one. I don't know if this is the same seller. We got an Avanti. You don't see those very often. But we have, I showed you guys this yesterday, but on the video. This is a 1911 Maxwell. And it's interesting. I've hauled one of these before. And my friend Dallas Landers, his friend Joe bought one of these at Chickasha Swap Meet, and I have to haul it. And I don't know why it is, but every time I see a Maxwell, it's a 1911. What's up with that? You kind of saw this in the other frame, but here's another pack of a vintage car, early car, and a teardrop. In this case, we got a 32 Olds sedan, and it's a Mullins trailer. And it's interesting, I don't know if it's genuine Mullins or a Mullins style. They say Mullins style, so maybe it's not a genuine Mullins. And for you trailer fans, let's get a back shot of that. That's pretty neat, huh? Here's a back shot of the teardrop. That's with the other package. Here's a rear shot of that Avanti. That's beautiful. We got some visible pumps here and non-visible pumps. I don't know if they're part of the auction. We've got some trucks here. Here's an auctioneer or a bidder rep talking about the Moxie. Got a nice Chevy here if you're into trucks. This is lot 58. It's 28 Chevy Capital LM. This is the Moxie, the Model A. This is an interesting vehicle. Apparently this runs and drives, but for you folks that may or may not be familiar, Moxie Soda was a New England brand of soda. This is based on a 29 Model A chassis. You can actually get up there and drive that thing, sit on the saddle. Ain't that cool?
It's one of those things where everyone doesn't know. Our over under on it as an office is we were trying to figure out. We put the over under at 40.
I'm kind of taking my time with this because it's a very unique vehicle. So if you're interested in this, again, I can't tell you for sure that it runs and drives. It certainly seems operational. So that's kind of interesting. Post comments if you want to see me do this again. Again, this is my first live video that I'm doing, and I'm just taking advantage of the opportunity. I'm at the Early Ford V8 Foundation swap meet across the parking lot. These guys are nice, and they allowed me to come in. Here's a 55 Chrysler New Yorker. Let's start showing you the inside of some of these cars. Isn't that beautiful? But post in the comments if you want to see me do this again. You don't see too many Whippets. I've actually hauled one of these before. Here's a 26 Whippet, model 96 runabout, lot 36. That's kind of cool. Here's a 32 Buick Series 50 business coupe. You don't see Maxwell's very often, do you? You know what's interesting? I've hauled 2 of these now, and a guy bought one at Chickasha. They're always 1911s. I know they made them every other years, but I don't know. Every time I see one or I get involved in one, but they're great cars. This has got a great patina to it, the unpolished brass. You don't see them that often, you know, in this condition. Here's an REO. You don't see those very often. There's a good mix of cars in here. Lot 54. It's a 14 REO Bearcat Speedster. That's a handsome car. A lot of times on these cars, if you look at the lights, you look at the little features, you get an indication of how authentic the car may or may not be. Those are the tells. If you got repops or... I'm not qualified, so I can't tell you. The patina is uniform on these lights. I can't tell you if they're correct or not. Beautiful car. I'm not reading any comments while I do this because this is enough for me to manage doing this right here. It's a beautiful convertible. Okay, you don't see purple cars very often, or violet. It's obviously a custom. Lot 39, a Century, Lavender Persuasion. Boy, isn't that beautiful? How beautiful is that? You don't see very many lavender cars. Oh wow, look at that front clip. That's gorgeous. Got a nice wagon here. What a good mix of cars. Again, not a lot of cars in this auction, but a good mix, a good representation, a good variety. Anybody want to guess what this is? Let's go over to the window. Lot 41, Ford Super Deluxe Resto Mod Woody Wagon. It's a 15-year build. All wood was restored and refinished by a respected woody expert in California, fully customized. Here's a 27 Chrysler's Series 62. Here's a Red Express Tribute. Hemi powered. Lot 30. Here's a 2021 Corvette Stingray convertible. Miss Eva, if you're watching, how cool is this? Probably the newest car here. This will be running across the block. That's beautiful. What do we got here? Fenderless Custom. Isn't that pretty? Again, I'm not reading comments or replying. I just have time to show you this. Boy, that's beautiful. What a beautiful transition. So you're looking at here a 34 Chevy Custom DuPont Domination Roadster. It's a one-off. First place Oakland Roadster Show, best paint. It's a cover car for Street Rodder magazine. Isn't that pretty? It's iridescent, the color changes. Isn't that? Oh man, look how that sets off against the purple. If you guys want a shot, look at that. Oh man. There's your money shot. That's a beautiful car, isn't it? Yeah, how it changes in the light. What a beautiful, and the fenderless, I mean, it's just seamless. What a beautiful car. It's really pretty. Look at the wrap on the interior. How clean is that? Oh my gosh. Look how the light changes, folks. Look how it shifts and changes. I gotta tell you, this is my favorite car, just from a curb appeal standpoint. If you just consider that, look how clean that cockpit is. Look how they did the window. Look how the rear view mirror is integrated. That's just wicked cool. My favorite car so far. What about you guys? What's your favorite car? Post a comment. Again, I don't have time to read your comments. I'm busy trying to do this. Here's a grand old car. Anybody want to guess what this is before I go to the window? How you doing? Pretty good. I thought I'd come over and do my first live. I've never done a live feed before. These gentlemen were here at the museum visiting yesterday. I told them about the 1904 Ford Model B. What do you think of that? That green. Isn't that just beautiful?
Oh, the hot rod?
Oh gosh. Oh, it's
beautiful.
You know, when I took a picture, that set off against the lavender.
Yeah.
Oh, how it's like sherbet. You know, it's like two flavors of sherbet.
Yeah,
What's
pretty
your
cool.
favorite car in here?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not struck with you, to be honest.
Yeah.
That Apache pickup truck back there.
I know. You know, I have a friend that Ron Stauffer. He's restored several of those. He pointed that out too. But it's a good collection, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good variety, good representation.
Yeah, it's a big variety, that's for sure.
A lot of packets.
Yeah,
I think somebody's divesting themselves
of their Packard collection. That could be. So anybody, you've had time, any guess as to what this is? Let's go to the window. That makes it easy. Again, I'm careful not to touch any of these cars. We've got a 32 Packard Twin 6 905 Sport Phaeton. Yeah, this is a Miller family ownership for over 40 years. Numerous award winner. This has been exhibited at Pebble Beach in the mid-1980s. Says it's a really good driver. So let's take advantage of being up on the podium, show you that beautiful dash. How pretty is that? And again, I'm being very careful not to touch the car, just to kind of reach in. And then you've got a brake.
Here's something novel about getting into the back.
Right,
Look here, if you open this, you can't get in, obviously.
right.
So this thing hinges up here, and it flops forward. You get in, and you come back, and you go.
So that's not a storage boot. What that is that's kind of a mount for the windshield for the rear passengers. But that swings up so that door can open. Well, I'm getting educated here. So that top just comes up to cover the rear driver.
No, I think it goes all the way
It goes all the way up.
Yeah.
Then those three bows must take a considerable span to get to the front.
Yeah.
And let's look at the legroom in here, folks. It's probably pretty adequate.
Yeah, I think you could have a hot tub in there.
Now, where did you gentlemen come from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
They came from Cincinnati. Okay. Sorry for that little interruption. I was rotating the phone. Okay, getting back to normal land, leaving La La Land. Here's a nice Chrysler. Got a 50 Chrysler Newport, Town and Country, hardtop, lot 35. A lot of black here. Got an Olds. 58, 98 convertible. Show the inside of this. These are all very nice cars. They do a good job of detailing, staging these cars. Again, this is a pre-inspection area. You don't have to really go to this extent, I imagine, to set these cars up, but they do a very nice job. Look at the back of this. How cool is that? Got a Continental kick. Good morning, how you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
Pretty good. I'm doing my first live video on Facebook. That's Haley. Got a custom here. Here's a Ford Crestliner street rod. Flathead Ford V8 overboard and stroked. Full custom. It's got the skirts on the rear. How pretty is that? Give you a shot of that. That's a good car to be displayed next to this one that we just looked at. Here's a Packard. It's a Patrician. I've hauled one of these. Here's an original car, 26,000 miles. You're right, you don't see Patricians very often. He's right about that. I actually hauled one of those to the Packard Museum. Here's a Packard Caribbean, hardtop. Beautiful car. He's right about the Packards. They're represented here very well. Here's another Patrician, 54. Lot 44. Here we have a 48 Packard Custom 8 Coupe. It's got 26,000 original miles, but it's been restored by Mr. Miller. Here's a 47 Packard Super Clipper. Original upholstery in this car, it says. Cosmetic restoration recently done. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at the lines of that car. What a beautiful car. And here's a 56 Packard Coupe. So let's give you a shot of the Packards. A slow pan for you Packard lovers. And then we'll take you here. Here's a 66 Chevy Chevelle modified Malibu. Drag strip ready. I'm tongue-tied this morning. Full cage. I don't know if it's certified. Let's see if it's street legal. I didn't catch that on the... Let's take a look. Drag strip proven. It has all the drag strip accessories, but I wonder if it's street legal. Probably. Looks like it has turn signals, headlights. Interesting car. Got a 35 Studebaker, Dictator, Phaeton. Here's a nice Lincoln. 56, Premier convertible. That's a big ass convertible there, folks. Red and white seems to be a popular interior option. How you guys doing? Pretty good. So is this your first live auction from Auburn this year? Do you know? You've done one in January this year in 2021, right? Isn't that beautiful, the paint scheme on that? I keep coming back to that. And that's set off against the lavender. It's like sherbet. Yeah, it's like it looks like sherbet colors. I mean, just the execution on that, that's just gorgeous. Really pretty. Okay, we're gonna walk around here. Got a pickup truck here. These guys are really nice. Now to get into this, to get into the area that I'm in, normally you have to be a registered bidder, but I was part of a tour, and then I met some guys from here, and then they allowed me in, and I had permission to film before the auction. So you're getting in an area usually only reserved for registered bidders. Here's a 27 Chrysler Series 62 Roadster. Got another Chrysler here. Here's a 50 Chrysler Newport Town and Country hardtop. And you've seen this in the background, so let's indulge you. Let's take a look at this Chrysler. We got some Bat concept vehicle going on here. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm sure you folks out there know which Bat. I don't know if that's the Bat boat. I don't know what the hell that is. There's Catwoman. That must be one of the hero cars. That must be the Penguins. I don't know if that was a green screen car or if it actually operated. Who knows? But we're in a Batman themed area here. So as long as we're here, let's take advantage of the opportunity to come around here. There's Batman costume, one of the Batmobiles. I don't know if this is the one that used to be up on the post outside or not. We'll show you one of the... Apparently this is from the Batman movie with Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer. because they got them up there. So these are the vehicles, the hero vehicles that appeared in that. So it must be from that particular Batman movie. And then here, we've got some little bikes. Look at that little Indian, isn't that cute? Got some bicycles over here. Back of the Batmobile and a Ford Pinto. My dad had one of these. Comment if you had a Pinto or you knew someone that had a Pinto. You don't see these cars very often at all. I don't know if this is in the auction or not. It is. This is going to cross the blocks. So if you want to live dangerously, or if you want to get taken back to the 70s, here's a Ford Pinto. How cool is this? So we're looking at a 71, a coupe. It's the first year of the Pinto. Cosmetic restoration. It says it's mechanically sound. How cool is that? So the auctioneers with their contacts are talking on the phone now. We're getting close to the time for the auction to start. Here's the interior of this Pinto for those that have never seen one or maybe remembered. Here's a 36 Maharaja Duesenberg Tribute. Take you around that car. I want to wrap up here in a few minutes. I'm going to get back across the lot to the Early Ford V8 Foundation Museum, ongoing swap meet. If you're in the area of Auburn, Indiana, stop on by. Some interest here in the Isetta.
The carpet needs a vacuum. Front bumper again, it's a little on the marginal side. Stainless steel steers on each side of the logo and the front end are a little dull, so that they could benefit from polish. Some of the passenger side now, the passenger side door handle is dull, but it's not pitted. It actually looks like it's aluminum. It doesn't have a shade to it. Just a little on the dull side, but no pits, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, same thing on the driver's side. Good morning, how you doing?
Good morning.
Interior looks nice and clean.
So I was wrong. This is a 59 Fiat 600 sliding roof coupe.
Well, it's not rare, but the gauge is...
So again, what you got the eavesdrop in there on is something I've never witnessed. You've got a interested bidder and he's got a guy walking the floor looking at the car before it comes up on the block. So let's walk you around. Might as well take you to the auction stage. Thanks, guys. So we'll walk you up and we'll show you where they're going to bid on these. I did a video yesterday, but it wasn't live and it was the Smalls auction. So we'll walk you through, take you up. Here's the auction office. This is where you complete your transaction if you're present and accounted for. So if you were here and you were a registered bidder, this is a walk you would make in Auburn. This is a huge building. So you would come in here. Here's the history of Auburn. 60 cars. There's 2 clubs coming in for a car show today. They're asking about their neighbor, Early Ford V8 Foundation Museum. These are cars that are up for auction. There's a representation of cars. I'm entering into the area that's for registered bidders only. Since the auction hasn't started, I can be here. I'll take you close to the stage. This is where the actual auction takes place. We've got the first car up there. I can't tell you what that is because frankly, I don't know. Maybe you guys could comment. This is where they bring the cars across the stage, I guess. Again, this is going to start shortly. There's the main. Guys are waving there. If someone's interested, do they still have time to register to bid? They do. So how would they, should they call you? If anyone's seen anything that they're interested in and they're an online bidder and they're not in the room,
And most efficient way is to go onto our website,
go to the website and they can find that at
worldwideauctioneers.com.
Worldwide Auctioneers, and featured on their headset page is this auction. So the best thing is, obviously, if you're watching this on the internet, you can open another window, go to their website. You still have time. So how soon from now does the auction actually start?
So memorabilia begins at 11 a.m.
Okay,
and we have about 125 lots, give or take.
okay.
And then following that at around 1, but whenever that's done, then we will begin the card.
And we're talking 1 Eastern time. So right now we're about, what, about 10 o'clock Eastern time? So you folks out there that are watching this live, you've got 3 hours. And your name, ma'am, is? Kim is just very friendly, as is everybody here at Worldwide. They're a very good organization. They've been in business 20 years now. Yeah, and so so call them. You still have time to get your bid in. So the small auction starts at 10. The cars start across the stage at 1. Again, I'm sorry, 11. So the small auction starts at 11. Okay, I stand corrected. So they're getting set up here. Very nice of them to allow me to come in, show you this. I mean, this is a good company. And again, this is also a featured car. I'll kind of leave you with this one. Let's walk around this. This car has its own freaking zip code. Surprise, surprise. It's a 34 Packard, 12 individual custom convertible sedan. This is a well-known Dietrich individual custom with unquestioned provenance and history. Accolades include the AACA Senior First and CCCA Premier First Place Award winner at the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance and Concours d'Elegance of America in St. John's. Documented and featured in JM. Well, you can read the rest. It's only been in 2 collections in 50 years. So let's end with this car. Isn't this beautiful? We'll walk you around. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. This is my first live video. Forgive any mistakes I've made, because I've never done this before. If you'd like to see me do this again, I'm not going to give any advance notice. You have to follow me on Facebook because I never know when the opportunity is going to arise for me to do this. And if it's fortuitous, I'll take advantage of it. So, how cool is that? They're very friendly over here. I hope to be back over across the parking lot again. It's a good company. Auburn, Indiana. Come experience a passion. WorldwideAuctioneers.com.
This needs nothing up here. Fire department probably should be 30 years ago. I didn't even know.
Want to keep track of it?
Yeah.